Hello everyone, my name is Dmitry Gritsenko, and in this video I want to show you one of the most popular theoretical position in Rook Endgame, and this is Philidor position. We can see that in this position white has only king and rook, and black has in the other side also king, rook, and also one extra pawn. And this is a position when black of course want to win, but if white knows theory, white can do the draw. So what is the main idea for white? At first we must put our king in the D line, so this is the line where pawn of black, and also we must put our rook in third line if black pawns on fourth line. And if now we must do some move, we can do some move our rook to third line, for example to g3 or maybe to h3. So I think that rook g3 or rook h3 is the greatest move in this position. Also we can do, for example, knight e1 or knight king c1 or king e1 move. This is also draw, but of course we know that this square is the greatest for white, so I don't want to put my king to another square. And if black checks, so rook b1, we simply do king d2 move, so we must put our king to the d line where black has this pawn. And of course if another check, we can do knight d1, king d1 move. And also when rooks, for example, goes to h2 or to another square on the third line, we can simply goes rook to h3, for example to a3, to b3, so we can do some move for third line. And also if black want to improve this position, he must do pawn move, for example pawn to g3 now. And this is very important position for us, because if we simply do, for example, rook b3 move, so this is a big mistake for white, because after king e3 we can see that black wants to rook h1, and this is checkmate. And if we don't want to see checkmate, we must do, for example, knight c1 move, and also this is completely winning position for black, because after rook h1, king b2, and for example king e2 for black, we can see that after d2 and d1 black wins in this position. For example, let me show you some more moves. So white plays rook b8, but after d2 white cannot stop d1 move. For example, if some checks, we can simply go king f3, and the next one is king e4, and so on. And after some checks, white must do rook d8 move, and of course after d1 queen and rook d1 and rook d1 for black, this is winning position for black. So if we don't want to see these variations for white, we must do another move after d3. So after this pawn moves, we must do another move for rook, and this is rook a8. And key idea with this move, this is some checks, for example rook e8 or maybe rook d8, rook c8, and this is very easy draw for white. For example, let me show you some more moves too in this variation. If king e3, now we have simply a rook e8 check, and of course if king d4, rook d8 check, and so on. For example, king c3, rook c8, and this is the draw. If black wants to attack our rook with his king, so we can do some checks, and then we can simply play, for example, rook b3, attack the pawn, and after d2, rook b2. And the next one is, sorry, not rook e2, but rook d2, and this is the draw, of course, because we win this pawn. Also, I want to tell you that after our move rook a8, black has, for example, rook h5 move, and the idea is to exchange this rook, but this is also equal position, so after rook e8 and rook e5 for black, we can simply take this rook. We also can do, for example, rook d8 move, and this is also draw, but of course if we can do rook e5 and this is the draw, of course we must do this move. And after king f5, we can see that king d2 and so on, and this is pretty easy a draw for white, because this is stalemate in the end. So we can see that after d3 we must do, for example, rook a8 move. I say for example because after d3 we can simply play rook a7 with the same variations, and of course main idea is to rook e7 or maybe rook d7, so we can do some checks, and this is also the draw. This is a very important position in Rook Endgames, and of course you must know this position, this Philidor position. So king in D line, if pawn also in D line, and also rook on third rank, and after pawn goes to d3, we must play rook a8, and the next one is check to e8, and this is the draw. So I hope that you enjoy my video. Goodbye and see you next time.